we thought we needed to have a little bit of humour after that, what did we call it, a frustrating game from Manchester Storm. We tried to mash up frustrating and disappointing. Frustrating.
Frustrapointed, that's what we were tonight.
Frustrapointed
tonight.
Sounds like it needs a cream, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're putting the Band-Aid on the wound tonight, that's for sure. But, it's fixable. That's the good thing about being frustrapointed, especially against a team that you lose to, Claire. You get the chance the next day to come around and really show them and take it to them tomorrow. So that'll be the big key.
Okay. Well, we'll talk wounds in a second, about your wounds.
Yeah.
There were 9 power play opportunities in that game. You were obviously doing the webcast tonight.
Yeah.
We're meant to be one of the best power play units in the league.
Yeah.
How disappointed are you that we just couldn't convert even one?
Well, we're going to go back to that word frustrapointed again, because that obviously disappointed and frustrated is the 2 words that we're using there. Yeah, one of the best power plays in the league, and we're one of the best for a reason. Tonight, I felt that Coventry, I got to give them credit because they absolutely dominated on the PK. They did everything a PK should. Pressured down ice, didn't give our breakout a chance to break out cleanly. A couple times forcing us to turnover, and then once you get in zone, what we call like four collapse right to the house, taking away those cross ice passes. Coventry played with a little bit more of an edge tonight. Desperation, obviously losing 4 in a row. I got to get tip my hat to them. But in the same time, the Manchester Storm, what we do and what we bring onto the ice, that wasn't up to our standard tonight, especially on the power play. So we've got some frustrated players in there. A night maybe where the puck doesn't roll, doesn't bounce our way. Definitely got some scoring chances on the power play. Mario, great job in the slot there, almost buried, and a couple more loose ones around the net. I thought almost went in. If maybe the teddy bear, we'll call it the curse of the teddy bear toss, maybe wasn't there helping Stewart out, defending his net, get the shutout tonight. But overall, upset with the power play.
We did outshoot Coventry Blaze. That's
sure did, yeah.
But nothing was getting past Brian Stewart. He deservedly got man of the match.
Absolutely.
I thought so. How do you, now that you were kind of stepping out away from the ice and viewing it from up high, were you looking and kind of seeing with your assistant coach hat on things that you can bring to the team either for tomorrow's game or for later in the week? Just little switches that could happen.
Yeah, as an assistant coach, obviously the playing, but the assistant coach in me comes out and say, what are the problems? We identify the problems and then we find solutions for those problems, right? Tonight I thought we had a great start. Now let's take the positives out of tonight's game. The great start, little lull in the second. I thought we responded nice in the third. Tonight there was times where I thought we were forcing plays and maybe not moving the puck quite as quick as we could. I think tomorrow, especially on a team that's going to travel back tonight, we get to sleep in our beds tonight. We get home, get a good meal, we do our regular pregame routine, take advantage of that. Some tired legs over there, both teams obviously playing tonight, but you got to find any advantage you can get, right? So I think that was the big thing for us. Our power play, we're going to watch video, we're going to maybe watch on some certain things, change our breakout, possibly. I thought they did a really good job, like I said, forcing us. We got to put pucks into areas, soft areas they call it, where you're not going to get pressured, you're going to have more time with the puck. So there's a couple things we can tweak, but I thought overall, I thought it was a good hockey game. I thought both teams played really hard, and obviously tonight we just fell short.
I have to say, as a fan watching, just in front of you from the webcast, we were waiting. There were people who were not going to get beer. There were people who were not going to the toilet because they were perched on the end of their seat, waiting for that first home goal to throw the teddy bears. Did it curse us? We will never have to do it ever again for fear.
Joking with Neil Russell after. Obviously he's upset with the match too, but saying, just remind me next year we don't plan our teddy bear toss against Stewart and net against Coventry Blaze at home. We're going to have to pick a better goalie, maybe not the best goalie in the league next year.
Yeah.
Well deserved of a shutout tonight, a shutout tonight, but yeah, it's frustrating. Obviously, as a player, the energy and the excitement, you could feel it tonight. These fans were into the game. They were enjoying themselves. Everybody, even myself included, I wanted to throw a teddy bear on the ice and just to see the reaction. And we didn't get the outcome. What's that?
Did you not
No,
bring
I had a
teddy bear?
fan actually gave me one. So I didn't bring my teddy bears with me from Canada. I left them all over in Canada.
Okay.
So I forgot my special favorite teddy bears. Maybe that's a Christmas suggestion.
But would you throw it on the ice though?
Absolutely.
You would?
I would throw
even your special teddy bear, give it away?
I would give my special teddy bear away, yeah, because it was for a great cause. At the end of the day, I've had my fun with my teddy bear. I've got to use it. Now it's time to pass it on to somebody else.
Except you didn't.
That's what it is. Except I didn't. I'm selfish. I'm gonna hold on to it for another few years.
Now they say that when people are in their sickbed, a teddy bear is great comfort. You obviously have spent a few weeks off the ice.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, again, frustrated or whatever that word was. I mean, disappointed and frustrated, but hockey, there's going to be injuries, and this just happened to be a bad one. I've had broken bones, I've had scars, cuts, broken noses, everything, facial lacerations, but never an eye injury or never an injury this significant and this severe. Talking to the doctors, I was lucky, as lucky as you can be to get a puck to the face, right? I mean, obviously I said, Doc, if I was lucky, I wouldn't be sitting in the chair with a black eye right now, but the damage that was obtained to the eyeball with the retina and all the bleeding and everything, it's pretty severe. It is getting better, it is improving. It's just the down part of an eye injury is you got to take total time off. You can't have any physical activity. You got to keep your heart rate down. You got to let the body heal itself. And the eye is one of the most sensitive parts of the body. So just listening to the doctor, exactly what they say. The doctor was very optimistic that the vision's going to come back 100%, which it is improving. It is getting better day to day. Still obviously got the headaches, but I mean, that's going to maybe take a while. But I just want to do everything possible so that way, after hockey, when I'm done playing this game that I love, that I'm still going to be able to have my vision and be able to, see out of both eyes as clearly as possible. But it's not, and all at the same token, to do everything possible to get back on the ice and to be try to help the team out any way I can. I mean, that's the number one goal for me right now. So working really close with the doctors. I see them again in 2 weeks. This coming week, they said I can slowly start getting back, maybe do some skating, some non-contact stuff, and my prediction is probably 2, 3, 4 weeks at the max at the latest.
Is that hard for you as a hockey player? Because you are known as a tough man. You're willing to drop gloves, turn on the fights whenever needed to. When you have an injury like this, is it, I'm going to use that word again, frustrating that you're sitting there and... Because, I mean, I don't know how this compares to other injuries you've had. It's quite a lengthy time to be not playing.
Yes.
As someone who's done this for so many years.
Yeah, it's different for me. You get a break or a sprain, it's 2 to 4, maybe 6 weeks at the most. I have had serious surgeries in my back and in my hip where I've had to take 3 to 4 months off, but that was in the off season, never during the season when your team's playing. So that's a little bit different angle for it. But again, you got to think, you got to put hockey aside and you got to think life and life after hockey. And you have 2 of them, right? And I want to have vision for the rest of my life and have a long life of having 2 good eyesight down the road. But for right now, it's just, like you said, it's frustrating, it's disappointing. It could have been a lot worse. I'm lucky and I'm very fortunate to still have my eye and my eyesight. And moving forward, you just, when you get back on the ice, you got to put that aside. And accidents do happen, flukes do happen. I'm not the first and I won't be the last, right? So it was unfortunate, but you move forward and you get past that.
This seems like a weird question to ask you of all people.
No, Claire, come on, weird questions? You don't have weird questions, eh?
Were you scared when it happened?
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was. I was probably the most scared I've ever been. And honestly, I can tell you, when I went down and I put my hand on my eye, I felt like my eye, it's going to sound disgusting or gross, but it felt like my eye was out. It felt like my eyeball actually fell out of my face. It was so much pain and so much discomfort. And I kept skating when Johnny, our captain, grabbed me and skated me off the ice. And I just kept asking him, is my eyeball in? Is my eyeball in? Is it in? Is it in? And I was almost like I was in shock or in panic. I've never had that feeling before. Tons of injuries, right, in hockey, but never a pain or a discomfort like that. And once I got to the dressing room and the doc looked at it and calmed me down, he said, your eye's in, some damage there, but it's going to be okay. And then I kind of calmed down, and then the pain kicked in, and it was some of the worst pain I've ever felt. It was, if you can imagine somebody taking your eyeball and just squeezing it in the palm of your hand inside your eye, it's unfathomable pain. And it was just, that was probably the worst part the first night, not getting any sleep and not knowing how your eyesight was going to be and the future of your eye. But it was nice the next day, the doctors got me in, and we got the torn retinas figured out and the bleeding and all that stuff. So medical staff at the Manchester Royal Eye Hospital did an unbelievable job, got me right in, did the whole test and everything, and I'm very fortunate for them to have them be able to look at it and take such good care of me.
Like, so hang on, it's this eye here.
Yeah, you can see.
Just turn and show the camera, because you wouldn't really notice that how it was.
Matt Hayward did. You can still see the pupils a little bit maybe more dilated, but Matt Hayward, our doctor, did an unbelievable job on the stitches underneath, 7 stitches, and I mean, you saw the picture. It was pretty gruesome, pretty big black guy, but did an unbelievable job. I told him, I said, Doc, I'm going to be a model after I'm done playing, so you got to make me look pretty, right? So he was able to do his best. Anyway, we'll say do his best.
Speaking of Dr. Matt Hayward, a couple of weeks ago we had him and also Dr. Victoria Silwood on the podcast, and we were talking about injuries that happen like this and kind of protection that players wear, and obviously it's kind of a choice once you turn adult of what you wear. Here in this league, a lot of people wear the half shields. I mean, do things like that make you double think, am I right wearing the right gear?
No, it doesn't. It can't, because again, it was a fluke. I mean, look at the games that we played this year, and look at the amount of pucks to the eye that happened. Not just in this league, but all over in professional hockey. You very rarely hear of a hockey player ending his career because of a puck to the face. So, I mean, it's things like that. Yeah, maybe it's in the back of your mind the first couple games once you get back into it. But then again, with any other injury in your body, you just got to set that aside and you just got to play. Once you start thinking about that injury, then it's affecting your game. It's taken away from your game. You can't have that. So when I get back on the ice and I'm ready to go again, I'll have the full shield for a little while. Just let the eye heal up maybe some more and get more confident and comfortable with the retina and everything. But after that, it comes off. I have the half shield on and away we go.
Besides, you've got the beard kind of as like.
I know. Too bad the puck didn't hit me right here, eh? Too bad it wasn't 6 inches lower. I mean, it would have hit the beard. It would have sucked it right in and just spit it back out again, right? It would never even want to phase me. But no, it had to hit me in the orbital bone.
Maybe stuck on there like that.
I his beard. I got a couple bird's nests in there, I think, growing. So every once in a while, I hear chirp, tweedly deet. But no, just one of those things. Yeah, you don't have any control over that. A fluke, and here it is.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much for your time.
Clare Freeman, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Thanks for your time.
We'll leave that for Hockey Night in Manchester at the moment. You can catch this guy, no doubt. I'm sure you'll be doing another webcast soon, won't you?
Oh, yeah, when I'm back on the ice here. Maybe me and Val will get back out there when we get back. That'd be kind of fun. I'll brush up on my Czech Republic. Hey, my language, the Czech Republic.
Czech.
Yeah, just Czech, eh?
Just all Czech.
Oh, okay. Well, then you learn something new every day. Thanks, Claire. Appreciate that. You never know what you're going to get here on the Hockey Night in Manchester.
The next home game is Sunday, and it's Belfast who come here, and we need all your support we can. And don't forget, Belfast will be coming back for some more Challenge Cup fixtures as well. It's not included in your season ticket, and it's not on the app yet of the fixtures, so don't forget those. They are midweek. In the meantime, get all that info from manchesterstorm.com, and don't forget, always take the weather with you.